Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video, and today we're finna go ahead and get into another one. But with that being said, I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Get in that comment box. Tell me how you felt about this video. And with that being said, man, let's check it out.
Rap fans know all about the drill scene that blew up in Chicago and changed the whole rap game.
Facts.
New York drill started popping off too.
Free K flop,
but most
bro.
people have no idea about the crazy rise of Philly drill. It's one of the wildest cities in the industry. And today we're breaking down the crazy true stories and beats behind the music. Philadelphia has always been a violent city, but for the last few years, the streets have gotten even more deadly. There were rappers like AR Ab and Beanie Siegel who rapped back in the day, but the drill wave all started because of one murder back in 2017. It's tough to say who really made the first drill track in Philly, but the dude who most people think kicked off the wave is a rapper from the north side named Pound Side Pop. One of Pop's best friends was a teenager named Sadi. Back in the day, Pop wasn't even trying to become a rapper.
I ain't gonna cap though. I heard of Pound Side Pop, but I thought he was from New York. Or I'm thinking about somebody else.
While they were in high school and wanted to take a shot at the rap industry. Sadi grew up listening to Meek Mill and wanted to make it out of the streets through rap. But then something went down and changed the whole city. Pound Side Pop, Sadi, and their homies had issues with a crew called Uptown. Philly isn't really known for gangbanging like Chicago and LA. It's usually just a few blocks that have beef with each other instead of big gangs that are spread out everywhere. But just cause you don't really gangbang doesn't mean the streets aren't as hot. Hood Tally is also one of the dudes who jumped into the Philly drill wave early, and he was affiliated with a crew called Uptown.
I heard of him.
We'll get to all the brutal violence that went down in the drill scene in a minute, but first you gotta know how it all started. According to sources in the city, Pound Side Pop and Sadi were at a basketball game with their homies when they ran into Hood Tally and some other guys from Uptown. Tally allegedly dissed one of Sadi's homies, and then a huge fight broke out between their crews. Sadi really wanted to make it in the rap game, and his mom even bought him studio time to keep him out of the streets. But unfortunately, he didn't get the chance to leave the street life behind him. It's not clear exactly what happened after the fight at the basketball game, but Sadi ended up getting booked in a juvie. Hood Tally's homie, Cha Glizzy, was locked up in the same place, and rumors say Cha and Sadi were throwing hands while they were both locked up. Sadi came home and was going even harder in the booth though. He dropped a mixtape and was picking up some buzz in the city. But then just a few months later, Sadi was killed and it kicked off the drill scene and sparked a massive wave of violence. In February 2017, Sadi was chilling at home when someone ran up on his porch and started letting off shots into his crib.
Bro,
and tragically, he died.
One thing about Philly, like I'll say that like a lot of people get killed on their porch. Like you cannot be chilling outside of your crib, bro. And if you do, it gotta be like the backyard or something. Like it's crazy how Philly is, bro.
According to rumors, Cha Glizzy drove the shooter to Sadi's house, but nobody was ever booked for pulling the trigger. Sadi's homie Pound Side Pop never wanted to be a rapper, but before Sadi died, he convinced Pop to jump in the booth and record a couple hooks for him. Then when Sadi was killed, Pop started taking rap seriously and dropped the first drill track in the city that really popped off. Pop's track OSS came out just a few months after Sadi died and got his name buzzing off the jump. Pop didn't call out any of his ops by name, but he let everyone know he was going to be sliding for Sadi when he raps. They took my mans, so you know that I'm forever hunting. Load them choppers now, I'm plotting on whoever wanted.
Damn.
Fuck these coppers, about my brother, I do 100. Forever always on my shit, cause that's all you wanted. Pound Side Pop was the first dude to start
Philly generational crash out. You feel me? The first Philly crash out.
On Philly drill since the OGs. But a dude named Bright Greeters started getting a lot of buzz that same year. Bright Greeters from the northeast area of Philly. It's not as wild as some of the other areas of the city, but the streets are still active. And on the track Fear None, Bright Greeter raps, strap on, gat on, nighttime, war zone, channel 6, shots fired. Like what is this coming to? You gotta just move how you move, and watch your own back when you groove. I'm talking about early in the morning. For the niggas that plot and get on you, they start fishing and now you a goner. Bright Greeter got off to a hot start, but he fell off fast.
Yeah.
One thing that hurt his rep in Philly was that some people thought he wasn't really about that life and was capping in his raps. Then his brother was tragically murdered and Bright Greeter slowed down even more. Damn. Then a few years later, news broke that Bright Greeter had been shot. Rumors are flying that he was killed, but luckily that wasn't true and he made it out of the situation alive. His career never really went anywhere though, and now he's facing some new charges that he caught in 2024. The next dude in Philly started putting it though, now he's facing some
hold on. Damn. Bro, I cannot read this fucking shit. I don't know where it's at. I just see a phone number. Yeah, I don't know. It don't say.
Charges that he caught in
The
2024.
rest prior
The
to.
next dude in Philly who started putting the drill scene on the map was a rapper named Leaf Ward. Leaf Ward came up on the west side and didn't really want to be in the streets. He hopped off the porch and got into a lot of trouble when he was young. But Leaf actually made it to college and wanted to become a veterinarian.
Damn.
Leaf Ward went to college outside of the city, but there were still a lot of Philly dudes there. Leaf said he had real beef and couldn't focus on school, so he dropped out and went back to Philly. He had been rapping his whole life, but around 2018, he decided to really take it serious and popped off with the track They Forgot. That same year, Leaf Ward caught a charge and couldn't afford to pay the bail, but PNB Rock stepped in and bonded Leaf out even though they didn't know each other.
Damn, that's
PNB
some real
Rock
shit.
wasn't a drill rapper, but he was one of the biggest artists to make it out of Philly next to Meek Mill. Leaf Ward linked up with PNB and started making music.
But I ain't gonna cap though. That's one thing I will say. Rest in peace, PNB Rock. I did forget that he made it out of Philly. The only people I was thinking about was Meek Mill, bro. I totally forgot that PNB Rock was from there, bro. Rest in peace, bro.
Leaf still had a lot of drama in the streets and almost got killed in broad daylight. Leaf was driving down the street when another car blocked him in. A shooter hopped out and started letting off shots, and Leaf reversed back into a parking spot near a house while the bullets were flying. One of the shots hit Leaf's hand, but if his hand wasn't in front of his face when the bullet hit him, it would have gone straight into his head and killed him. Luckily, he made it out alive, and on the track Young Nigga, Leaf Ward dissed whoever shot him, rapping, "Ops threw 14 shots, only hit me once in my hand. Them niggas was missing. They know they fucked up, they're supposed to walk me down. They didn't, cause niggas was bitching." Leaf Ward got a lot of eyes on the Philly drill scene, and in 2019, more dudes from all over the city started hopping on the wave too. D4M is a crew on the west side of Philly, and in 2019, two rappers from there named Sloan and Skiano started popping off. Then their homie Sim Santana blew up off the track Flexin' and Flashin' that same year. At first, he was just like a hype man for Sloan and Skiano, but then Sim Santana started dropping his own music and got a lot of buzz in the city. All three of them were doing solid numbers and were tight with two other dudes named Lil Bucks and One Mirror. Lil Bucks and One Mirror picked up a lot of momentum in 2019 with the track We Spin It, and they got even more shine after they linked up in the booth with Sloan and Skiano for the track Come Outside. Lil Bucks couldn't keep the momentum up though, cause he ended up getting booked just a few months later and had to sit behind bars for a while. Sloan and Skiano were really tight and basically did everything together. They wanted to make it out of the trenches and into the rap game, and in 2019, it looked like they could really do it. But less than a year after they started getting some shine in Philly, Skiano was tragically shot and killed. 2019 is when a lot of people outside of the city started hearing about Philly drill for the first time, but 2020 is when all the dissing and violence went to a whole different level. But before we dive into the new wave of Philly drill rappers, this is what was going down behind the scenes. After Sadi was murdered in 2017, rumors were flying that Chalk Glizzy was involved with the hit somehow, and it sparked a beef that got a lot of people killed. A couple of months after Sadi died, Chalk Glizzy's homie Stooks was shot at a party and almost died. It was allegedly said to be get back for Sadi's death, and the next person who died in the beef wasn't even affiliated with everyone.
Damn.
A dude named Jalil Mitchell knew Sadi, and after he died, he started wearing a hoodie with Sadi's name on it to honor him. Mitchell wasn't active in the streets, but rumors say that Sadi's ops spotted Jalil in the hoodie and killed him over it. Before Sadi died, he was allegedly hooking up with the same girl as Chalk Glizzy's homie, Wee. Wee and Sadi went to the same high school, and that's how Wee allegedly knew where Sadi lived and dropped his location to Chalk Glizzy.
What the fuck?
According to some sources, Wee wasn't really active like that.
So, bro, the thing about it is, it be these niggas, and this is why a lot of people, they don't fuck with niggas who play the fence, bro, because, yeah, you're not in the streets, you're not active, but you doing street shit, you just dropped the nigga low. Just the same thing if it was a female who was fucking with dude and you dropped this low, like, you playing that role, you in this shit now. You were part of the reason this nigga died, bro. That shit crazy.
Lil Mitchell was killed, someone pulled up on Wee and shot him to death. Chalk Glizzy also got shot around the same time, but then he ended up behind bars again. Chalk was allegedly putting heavy pressure on the ops in the streets, and when he got out of jail, Chalk Glizzy hopped on the drill wave and started dissing in the booth too. Sadi also went by the name Zoo, and after he died, his homie started calling himself Zoo Gang. Rumors have been going around for years that Chalk was involved with Sadi's murder. He was in and out of jail while the Philly drill movement was starting up, but in 2020, Chalk Glizzy got in the booth and dropped the track No Lack. Chalk Glizzy took shots at Leaf Ward, and a lot of fans think he confirmed he was there when Sadi died after Chalk rapped, "Niggas keep talking about bodies, I put the zoo on the map. I put my gang on my back, no Cha, then they probably wouldn't rap. Next score, then we up, get him back. So you know we not tripping, get him back. He got shot in his hand. If I was a part of the plan, nigga wasn't making it back. And you want to meet the Lord? That's a fact, cause ain't no time frame for that. Why you keep talking about gats? It's rap. Either way, you turn to a pack. Just ask. I'm smoking Zoo, we can match. No lack.
I'm
No
trying
lack
to
was
catch
running
the
up
flow,
big
but
numbers
I
and put Chalk
wouldn't.
Lizzy in the spotlight. But just a few months later, two Zoo Gang affiliates allegedly shot him to death. Chalk Lizzy had a lot of ops in the city, and they started dissing his death immediately.
He got murdered, John got murdered, Five got murdered, Child deserved it. Damn. That's Lee Ford
Downside
who
Pop
said
dropped the
that.
track Zoo Gang Soldiers and raps. All these bitches around the gang trying to steal the lingo. Child runs, bitch. That's all the gang smoke. Then Poundside Pop's homie OT7 Kwani dropped the track ZOO and raps. Last nigga played with Zoo name? Shit, got him stepped on. I know you remember. You can't forget it, cause you was next to him. I put that on God. We catch a man and we gon' take it there. They said that his body had left the scene, but shit, his face still there. Chalk Lizzy was also affiliated with the Black Flags, which is an alliance between other blocks like NLB and Blumberg. Blumberg was also cool with another crew called 5 Up, and all of them had rappers who started buzzing in 2020 like Blumberg G's and 5 Up Newski. But the biggest rapper who repped the crew after Cha died was Cha's homie, Hood Tally.
Yeah,
2020 was a big year for the drill scene in Philly. But in 2021, it got even crazier. A crew on the west side called YBC was one of the most hated groups in the city. They had beef with groups like the Campers and the Clappers. And in 2021, dudes from YBC like J100, Reek 1200, and F5 hopped in the booth and started taking shots at their ops. YBC was getting some buzz in the rap scene, but at the same time, they were putting major pressure in the streets. And in May 2021, they killed 2 ops in less than an hour. It's not clear exactly how it went down, but on May 27th, Nazir Marks was shot and killed. Then around 45 minutes later, a dude named Kanye Pittman was also murdered. Drill rappers did dead ops all the time, but Reek 1200 took self-snitching to a new level when he jumped on the track No Get Back and raps, "Don't get it twisted, bitch. I still pop it out that cut. He out of luck. Caught his ass up on that side. He should have ducked. We spin back to back, 2 bodies in one day. They know what's up. We get it done. Get that drop and drop his ass. This shit for fun."
At first I was like, how is that self-snitching? And then he walked right into it.
And went on the run for a year. But eventually the cops caught up to him, and now he's serving 35 to life for the murders of Nazir Marks and Kanye Pittman.
Look at him.
Reek's homie Baby 1K got hit with the same sentence. Their homie Baby Wick went down for 20 to 40 years, and F5 got 12 to 30 after pleading guilty. Another rapper cool with the Black Flags named G12 Sa also started popping off in 2021. He was cool with the rapper named NSU Shido, and they blew up off the track Gangsta Party. Shido was on his way up, but later that same year, he saw his homie Neef Curry die right in front of him and almost lost his own life too. In September 2021, Shido and Neef were driving down the street when someone pulled up and started letting off shots. Shido told Say Cheese TV that he pretty much blacked out when the shots started going off.
I heard the first shot, then the second joint, just like everything was like, you know how that should be. Like you be out for a second. Like, I was out for like a second. I was like out for like a couple seconds, then I opened my eyes and shit. And like, you feel what I'm saying? It damn near was almost over, but like when you blacked out, you blacked out.
But he ended up getting hit twice in the head and was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. When Shido tried to roll out of the whip, he couldn't even move the right side of his body.
I fell out the car or whatever because I used my left hand because the whole right side was on some like dumb shit. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, when I was trying to get up and I couldn't, it wasn't working, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm dying. You feel what I'm saying? I'm dying, like my body shutting down. That's what I'm thinking.
And that's why rumors started flying that he died or was in a coma. Luckily, he made it out of the situation alive and got right back in the booth.
That's a blessing, bro, because when people get hit, they usually don't recover all the way like that. Like, that's a blessing to not be in
the ops caught up to him again, and Shido barely survived the second shoot. Poundside Pop's ops affiliated with the Black Flags were getting a lot of shine in the drill scene. But then Pop's homie, Berg Street Man hopped in the booth and started putting pressure on him. Berg Street Man started dropping tracks in 2022 and was running up big numbers. But the craziest thing he did was drop a diss track and even filmed a video for it in op territory. Man took all kinds of shots on his track, 6 feeders. According to street rumors, he was allegedly involved in a shooting where NSU Shido got hit in the head and Neef Curry was killed. And on the track, Man rapped, "Shido caught a headshot, Dolphin tell me what it's like. Is you stupid? Tusi told you about stopping at them lights. Why these niggas trying to act hard? Like Drizzy wasn't slumped all in that backyard." Then he took another shot at Shido and Neef Curry with the bar, "Shido dropped back from the dead. They got zombies trying to rap. Caught Neef Curry in that car that's parked and hit his back."
Damn.
The track and video got Berg Street Man a lot of buzz in the city, but it also put a massive target on his back.
Well,
it was one of the most disrespectful tracks in Philly. And just 3 days after it dropped, the ops caught Man and shot him to death.
Damn.
The dissing in Philly drill was getting crazier and crazier. Then a dude from YBC took it to another level. YBC Doe hopped in the booth and started taking shots at everyone. He did so many people that he started calling himself Mr. Disrespectful. Like on the track So Many Names, where he raps, "It's Mr. Disrespectful. We dropped so many shells on the 9, that shit the gun range. I can't wait to catch Quasi. He keeps saying bro name. I'm smoking fro right now. He caught that switchy to the brain." And on the track This the Dead, YBC Doe did Shido and his homie Neve Curry when he raps, "Sitting there, rolling up the dead ops. How the fuck that boy still alive? He caught a headshot. They told me don't diss the dead. I'm like, I can't stop." 2022 was another big year for Philly drill, but it's also the same year that the city lost one of its biggest stars. PNB Rock came up in the trenches of Philly and became a star in the rap game. He wasn't a drill rapper, but PNB is one of the most notorious crews in the city. And most of PNB Rock's fans had no idea about their war.
In my opinion, bro, he's the best one to come out of Philly, bro. I know Meek Mill was bigger and he had a bigger run and all this other shit, but I would rather listen to a lot of PNB's verses and shit like that than Meek Mill, my opinion.
Another clique called West Side Mafia. PNB Rock grew up in the Germantown area of Philly, one of the worst hoods in the city. His crew started calling themselves PNB in honor of Pistorius and Bainton, the block in Germantown where they all used to hang out. PNB was in and out of jail from a young age after his dad was murdered when he was only 3 years old. At 13, PNB was sent to juvie for fighting and robbing. Then at 19, he was arrested for drug possession and other crimes and got sentenced to 33 months. PNB Rock was always passionate about music and realized that if he didn't find a way out of the streets, he might end up behind bars for good. So he started writing raps while he was locked up, and when he got out, he released the songs on a mixtape called Real Nigga Bangers. The success of the tape got him a deal with Atlantic Records, and not long after dropped his breakout record, Selfish, which peaked at number 51 on Billboard. So basically overnight, PNB Rock went from being an unknown Philly rapper to one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in the game. Back in 2016, PNB Rock's brother, Steph, was shot and killed right when PNB was blowing up in the industry. Nobody knows for sure who pulled the trigger, but some street rumors claim it was a dude from the West Side Mafia named Nemo. According to rumors, the beef between West Side Mafia and PNB started after Nemo got into a fight with a PNB member at a local club. The fight led to more shootings between the two crews, with another PNB member getting hit. Nemo supposedly called PNB Rock looking for him, then pulled up to the 6100 block of Baton Street, where PNB had been earlier that night. When he got there, PNB Rock was already gone, but he spotted Steph sitting in the car with a girl. Nemo allegedly started letting off shots, hitting Steph in the chest, causing the car to roll down the block to Herman Street before crashing into some bushes. Steph was pronounced dead on the scene when police showed up, and somehow, thankfully, the girl wasn't hurt. Then around a year later, Nemo was shot and killed. Allegedly, there was a bag on his head after Nemo took out Steph. On July 4th, 2017, Nemo was at his girlfriend's.
Once you get to, you got a career and shit, bro, nigga, drop that bag, wait for it to happen, bro. And the crazy thing is, bro, in Philly, bro, I feel like niggas that do that shit for free, just like Chicago, bro. The money's just an extra, you know what I'm saying, an extra push to do it for a reason, but niggas want to kill niggas just because in these cities.
House on the 6300 block of Moreland Street, visiting his 3-month-old son. According to his mom, Nemo got a phone call luring him out of the house, but when he stepped outside, he was ambushed and ended up getting shot. He was rushed to the hospital, but ended up passing away a day later.
Oh wait, no,
PNB Rock didn't never hop on the drill wave, but the younger dudes in PNB started dissing their ops in the booth. Hop Out Blick raps PNB and another crew called The Tortures, and he dissed Nemo on tracks like Where You Been when he raps, "We don't shoot from cars, you know we jumping out on feet, and we flame their whole car cause they was trying to jump out that Jeep. Ain't no lacking on this block, Lil Saw in every car he see. Ain't no capping in my rhymes, bro. I be in them cars for weeks. I'm trying to do a nigga like Nemo got, send some to the sea." And on the track So Many Names, he raps, "Nemo caught a face shot, Ski Lack caught a headshot. He was trolling on that gram, and that shit got his man shot." The beef between PNB and West Side Mafia kept heating up after Nemo died. And in 2017,
the poster child for self-snitching and just ready to do life in jail but you can't just close your mouth. But at the same time, I can't say that I do fuck with his music though. That's the crazy part about it, bro. Like, the little nigga can rap, he just be rapping about the wrong shit.
Side Mafia allegedly killed an innocent teenager named Jai who was chilling on the block in PNB territory. PNB Rock shouted Jai and his brother Steph out on the track Lost You to the Game and raps, "I'm on now, but I'm missing my game. Steph ain't even get to see when I cop that new Mulsanne. And Shizzy ain't get to see the jet. We on all these private planes. Rest in peace, my young nigga Jai. got killed, he was only 16. Ops took an innocent soul, man. He wasn't even in the game. Then in 2019, PNB Shizzy and his homie Dante Smith were both shot and killed. PNB allegedly clapped back just a few months later though, and took out a Westside Mafia affiliate named Sturdy. And in 2020, PNB allegedly took out another Westside affiliate named Gunna. PNB Rock was murdered in California a couple years later in 2022, but his death didn't have anything to do with what was going down in Philly. Losing PNB Rock was still tough for PNB as a crew, but Hop Out Blick started putting on for them in the drill scene. He dissed Gunna from Westside Mafia, and way more ops on the track, So Many Names, and raps. Gunna came out that crib eating Doritos, dead eye. Mikey got caught trying to shovel snow, they left him flaming hot. I'm the real Hop Out Blick, they know I hop out, blick a lot. Chase him down, and if he fall, you know you best stand over top. A PNB affiliate named Tino had been shot and killed, and on the day of his funeral, a dude who was allegedly affiliated with the Westside Mafia named Brandon Dixon was shot and killed at a gas station.
Look at this full
It's not clear if Brandon Dixon
like...
was really active or not, but Hop Out Blick also dissed him on So Many Names and raps. This that gas station lack, this that 30 on pump 5. Niggas know the torture steady blitzing shit, this shit for Jai. Real get backers, they ain't even take a week when Tino died. Hop Out Blick was building up a lot of momentum in Philly, but then he self-snitched even harder than Reek 1200 and got wrapped up in a brutal triple murder case. In April 2023, Hop Out Blick and his homies set up a gun sale, but allegedly planned to rob the guys who were gonna buy the strap. It's not clear how everything went down, but when the other dudes showed up, somebody started letting off shots, and 3 people ended up dead. Hop Out Blick did the race for a few months before the cops caught up to him. But what made the situation really crazy is that he basically admitted to everything on an unreleased track. Hop Out Blick dropped a snippet and raps, "We fried La, now we can't pop no more willies. Them big ass 40 hoes look like he felt a 10 milli. They should have played it smart and just gave up them glizzies. They made a wrong move and then my twin let off his switchy. He took that risk and we shot Leaky in his kidney. This nigga got me teed. Like how you make it to the dock. They can't stop the tease cause we keep torching on they block." Now Hop Out Blick is facing life in prison for the triple murder. Other rappers in the drill scene have been catching heat from the cops too. Back in 2022, a crew that Lil Bucks reps called O to the 4 was hit with a major gang indictment. 5 of their members got locked up, and that's when O to the 4 linked up with 2 other hoods, the Clappers from 56th Street and the Clappers from 7th Street. O to the 4 also went by the name Campers, so the new click-up was called CCK, or Campers, Clappers, Clappers. Philly drill put a spotlight on all the violence going on in the city, just like what happened in Chicago back in the day, but Philly's rappers have always been putting in work. The first gangster rap track that ever dropped was from a Philly rapper named Schoolie D. All the way back in 1985, he released a song called PSK, which was the name of a Philly crew called Parkside Killers. Back then, rap was just party music, but Schoolie D changed the whole game with bars like, "Got to the place, and who did I see? A sucker ass nigga trying to sound like me. Put my pistol up against his head and said, you sucker ass nigga, I should shoot you dead." Cool C and Steady B were 2 other Philly rappers who popped off in the 80s. But then in 96, they went down for murdering a cop named Laretha Baird after they tried to rob a bank. Laretha Baird was the first woman police officer to get killed in Philly, and now Steady B is serving a life sentence, and Cool C is waiting for execution on death row.
Philadelphia has, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. They probably changed it since then, but in any state that has death row, I don't understand why niggas even choose to live this street life, bro. That shit is crazy. And not only that, bro,
really hit the mainstream was Beanie Siegel. Jay-Z signed him to his Rockefeller Records label, and in 2000, Siegel dropped his first album and hit number 5 on the Billboard 200 chart. Siegel blowing up was a big win for Philly, but just a couple years later, he ended up going down for a gun case. And in 2003, he allegedly pulled up to a club and started shooting through the door.
What the fuck?
Drill rappers are putting the trenches in the spotlight now, but the first dude from the city who really exposed the violence was AR Ab.
Nah, this nigga
AR
right here
came up in North Philly and actually tried to convince Poundside Pop to hop in the booth back in the day, even before Saudi started dropping music.
Bro.
Ab was actually planning on being a plumber and even got his license for it. But then one of his cousins introduced him to the weed game, and Ab started moving weight. Eventually, he got into selling crack too and brought a new plug to his hood. And that's what sparked a major beef that had bodies dropping on both sides. Ab caught a murder case around 2005, but after he beat it, he hopped in the booth and started dropping projects. By 2011, AR Ab was one of the hottest underground rappers in the game and had a real chance of going mainstream. But that same year, the ops caught Ab and shot him 10 times.
Damn.
He survived the shooting, but then Ab started talking all about street business in interviews. In one video, he talks about one of his homies who got shot in the head and then killed someone else in the same night.
This my little big brother right here. He got shot in the head twice. Killed the nigga in the same night.
And Ab also said the ops wanted to kill him because I kidnapped niggas, I robbed niggas, I killed. I got a lot of shit I did.
I already took 13 shots, nigga. And I don't know what it's for, you know why? Cause I kidnapped niggas, I robbed niggas, I killed niggas, I got a lot of shit I did.
Then in 2017, Ab allegedly ordered his homie Taz to kill a drug dealer named Robert Johnson.
I already took 13 shots, nigga. And I don't know what it's for, you know why? Cause I kidnapped niggas, I robbed niggas, I killed niggas, I got a lot of shit I did.
Then in 2017,
That's
Ab
how they
allegedly
sound
ordered his homie
nowadays, though. I
Taz
ain't
to
gonna
kill a
cap.
drug dealer named
That
Robert
shit was just
Johnson.
wild,
Taz
though.
pleaded guilty to the murder and testified against AR Ab. But the cops also found lyrics in Ab's phone he wrote 4 days after the murder that said, "I'll have the whole city scared. Stand near home, I call Taz and tell him, bring that nigga's head to me." After he was convicted, AR Ab ended up catching a 45-year sentence. It was a big blow to the Philly rap scene. But now drill is taking over and putting the city in the spotlight again.
I thought he got.
There are a lot of skilled rappers in the new way, but hopefully they start moving smarter and leave the streets behind so they don't end up like Ab and the other rappers who stayed in the trenches too long and fumbled it all.
That's wild, bro. I thought AR Ab got all that time off of a body. But with that being said, man, that's the rise of Philly drill. Being real, I feel like drill is on its decline. But at the same time, if I was one place I was going to give the crown to at this time, it would definitely have to be Philly. New York drill ain't been the same since everybody caught their cases back in like 2020. Like I said, K-Flock D-Thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it hasn't been the same since. Chicago drill hasn't been what it was for a while. King Von almost revived it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it didn't last very long. And where else? New York drill, Chicago drill. And then pretty much everywhere else is like, it's cool, but it ain't drill. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get in the comment box, tell me how you felt about this video. With that being said, it's your boy Key checking in, checking out. Gone.